tomb was closed. The world was quiet. The Sabbath had begun. The disciples hid behind locked doors, afraid, confused, grieving. Everything they believed seemed to have crumbled at the cross. The voice that stilled storms was now silent. And yet, in the midst of despair, a seed of hope rested quietly. He had said, "Destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will raise it up." Had they forgotten? It was the Sabbath of waiting, of not knowing, of holding on to promises buried with him in the grave. Heaven was not silent. God was at work, in the quiet. The lamb had been slain, but the lion was preparing to roar. The Sabbath after Passover was a high holy day, emphasizing stillness and rest. Yet for the disciples, it was full of grief and confusion. This day mirrors the original Sabbath in Genesis, when God rested after creation. Now the Son of God rested after redemption's greatest act. It teaches us about trust in the dark, about faith between the promise and the fulfillment. After the darkest day in history, a morning unlike any other dawned. The stone was rolled away, not by man, but by heaven's power itself. Jesus, the Son of God, rose, not as a ghost or memory, but in glorious, resurrected flesh. Death had lost, love had won. Early on the first day of the week, while it was still dark, Mary Magdalene went to the tomb and saw that the stone had been removed. 2 angels in dazzling white said to her, "Why do you seek the living among the dead? He is not here. He is risen, just as he said." Through her tears she turned and saw a man she thought was the gardener. But when he said her name, Mary, her heart recognized the Savior. That evening, behind locked doors, Jesus stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." And the disciples rejoiced when they saw the Lord. Centuries before, the prophets declared, "You will not abandon me to the grave, nor will you let your Holy One see decay." Psalm 16:10. Jesus rose just as foretold, not to return to life, but to defeat death itself. The resurrection is not just history, it is hope. Because he lives, we too shall live. Sin has been paid. The grave has been broken. Death is no longer the end, but a doorway to glory. I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me will live, even though they die. John 11:25.